this video, we'll take a look at the process for installing your RMS mount onto your wheelchair. The RMS mount can come in three varieties: small, medium, or large. And each one has a different offset value, which is the distance between the initial vertical post and the final vertical post that will attach to the horizontal tube. There's a 6-inch option, a 9-inch option, and a 12-inch option. The amount of offset will change the distance away from the attachment point as well as the height of the device. To do this install, you'll need your S-tube, your horizontal tube, the swivel joint with indexing clamp, your quick shift joint, and your red T-handle wrench. Let's get started. To start this install, we'll begin by adding the swivel joint onto your frame clamp. If you don't have your frame clamp installed yet, go back and watch the video on how to install your specific frame clamp for your chair. Now, the RMS comes with a swivel joint that has the rotation lock built in. The rotation lock is this pin on the outer ring on the back side. The rotation lock will insert into one of the smaller holes on the outer rim of your frame clamp. This allows you to adjust the angle of your S-tube to work around obstacles such as armrests, lap trays, controllers, things of that nature that might interfere with the mount installation. So I'm going to set my rotation lock into one of those holes on the outer ring, and then locate the center bolt, open the lever, and when I do this, I want to make sure that my lever is facing the front of the chair when it's open. With that set, my silver pins on the swivel joint should be facing straight up and down. Now I'm going to tighten the center bolt just a little bit to hold this in place. Now I can adjust the angle for the swivel joint and find the best place to insert the tube. So I'm just going to get this a little bit tighter so that it has a bit more friction before setting the rotation lock in place. So the next thing I want to do is I want to insert the tube into the swivel joint and figure out the angle that's going to work best for working around my obstacle. Once I have this figured out, I can use the 4mm Allen wrench and tighten up the rotation lock so that it won't rotate any further. Then I'm going to take that post back out and fully tighten the center bolt as well. Now this will be nice and stable. Next, locate the indexing clamp and slide that onto the first vertical part of your tube. We're going to slide that post down through and set the indexing clamp onto the longer slot. This indexing clamp has a long slot and 2 drilled holes for different positions that this can be swung away to when you're exiting the chair, making a transfer, or if the device is not in use for a period of time. Now, before locking this into place, I'm installing on the right side of the chair. So I want to rotate that pin in the slot fully counterclockwise. If you were installing this on the left side of your chair, you would rotate that fully clockwise before tightening the bolt. So I'll set that back to fully counterclockwise. I have my tube where I want it, and now I can tighten the bolt inside the indexing clamp. I'll close the lever, and now I have a nice secure connection. The next step will be to add your quick shift joint. The quick shift joint is made up of 2 different tube sockets. There's the handle side and the rear side. I'll place the rear side onto the vertical post, the upper vertical post of my S-tube, and place the horizontal tube into the handle side, and then I'll tighten the handle. Now, this handle on the quick shift joint, it does have a feature that allows you to pull it out and rotate it freely to readjust it if you need to get more torque on it for tightening. or if you just want to change the alignment of that handle. Now with your swivel joint, when you open the lever, it allows this mount to swing away. So to make a transfer, to exit the chair. If you are getting out of the chair, it's recommended that you remove the device first so you don't tip the chair when there's no weight in it. Now I can lift the indexing slot, spin again, and it will drop into another position. So if the device is not in use, you can do that. It will swing further, but with the S tube, it starts to swing back over the chair. So you'll probably just most likely be using the first lock position to swing it out of the way and have it fixed, or use the swing away component when transferring. You want to make sure that black handle is installed with it facing forward when it's open. That way, if you go through a doorway, you don't want it to get caught and swing open and have the mount become unstable. So that's the installation for your RMS tube. Thanks for watching.